This is your home for EOS news, education, interviews, and giveaways. The best place to learn, understand, grow your Web3 knowledge. So this show is for all ages, and there is a lot to talk about. So accordingly, I will ask all of you that let's get started. Once again, show me some emojis this time because I don't want to go back to the same thing earlier on. So guys, Twitter has that bit of lag sometimes with Twitter Spaces. And I realize not many of you right now are on the YouTube channel. So guys, okay, you can go wherever you want. You can use Twitter or YouTube or anything you want, but you should know that the trivia shall take place on YouTube. So, and guys, once again, I appreciate each and every one of you who is here. So basically, today we are going to understand the new developments in the EOS network, and one of them is the EOS VM and the switch to Antelope. Edmond, I can see your reaction back there. Thanks for actually, you guys. I appreciate that you keep time. I wish one of you chipped in when I went off because of the Twitter space. And you know, guys, you're always on Twitter. So however much I'm live on YouTube, I have to a bit pause. So just a reminder, some of you are confusing this show. We are live on Tuesday, same time, 7 p.m. UTC, and on Saturday, same time. And what we do is totally different on this show on those 2 days. So I just want to tell you that Saturdays is more of open mic, and what you should know is that on Tuesday it's more of EOS news, education, and everything EOS. So there's very little engagement between me and you on such a day. But one of the best things today is we are going to learn more about EOS. If you guys didn't know, the EOS ambassador of the EOS support team in Africa. So guys, we are going to proceed from here. So let's look at what EOS network is. So for those who don't know yet, the EOS network is a third generation blockchain platform powered by the EOS VM. This is a low latency, highly performant, and extensible WebAssembly engine for deterministic execution of near fearless transaction, purpose built for enabling optimal Web3 user and developer experiences. So EOS is the flagship blockchain and financial center of the Antelope protocol. As I told you, today we are going to understand what's Antelope. So it's serving as a driving force behind multi-chain collaboration and public goods, funding for tools and infrastructure through the EOS network, a foundation, sometimes referred to as the ENF. Guys, you should do this. You should know that we have a YouTube channel, and this is the EOS Synergy 2 on YouTube. So you guys can always chip in. I'm happy that most of you here actually are so knowledgeable about crypto. I don't see any new faces, and I recognize each and every one of you. Some of you have been in the EOS biz before. Some of you are new, but everyone is welcome. So even if you knew these things before, we are doing it for everyone. And just to know, I'll let you know that on EOS Synergy, we don't have favorites. We are all here to learn. Feel free. At the end of this show, I'll give each and every one of you a chance who want to speak, to talk to me. So let's look at the EOS Network Foundation, the ENF. What's this? You guys need to understand what's the ENF. You hear these things, but some of you don't even understand what this is all about. Just a reminder, you can also watch me on YouTube live. So you can also chat and I will respond there. So the EOS Network Foundation is a non-profit organization that coordinates financial and non-financial support to encourage the growth and development of the EOS network. So the ENF is the hub of EOS network, harnessing the power of decentralization as a force for positive global change to chart a coordinated future for EOS. So having understood that, I want us to look at one of the most important communities on EOS. Remember, at the beginning of this show, we talked about the blockchain and Web3 being decentralized and controlled by communities. So one of the most important and relevant communities we have here is the EOS Support. Palan is saying something clear. Yeah, wow, thank you. I can also see you here. So guys, let's look at the EOS Support. So this show is brought to you by the EOS Support, number one, and this is the swiftest team I've ever witnessed, easing complexity of the EOS network to its users. So it's just a community on EOS that is giving out these services for free. Later on, I will show you how they work, because I'll broadcast an illustration and show you how the EOS support works. So it was user support created by the community for the community, you know. So the goal of EOS support is to help the average user onboard onto EOS and without any difficulties. You can access the EOS support on their site, and this is eosupport.io. So it's the custodian of the EOS network DAO, you know. So the true meaning of a DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization. As you know, we are here to learn, guys. I'll describe each and every detail for the newbies so that they feel at home. So I'll just tell you this, that this team helps you get support from anywhere at any time. So this team is a gem empowering you to access the EOS network. So don't completely lock your access to the most user-friendly blockchain alive. Contact them now and make EOS network access a possibilities. So as it stands, our blockchain is on a pace to deliver on its promise to introduce transparency and trust into our legacy system. So at the beginning of this show, we talked about blockchain as a whole. We had a show on Saturday where we discussed, we talked about centralization versus decentralization. We had a very fruitful show that day, a number of discussions from very knowledgeable people when it comes to crypto, and we are going to go live again this Saturday with you guys. Just come with your friends, family. Let's have a discussion about EOS blockchain. And I'm happy you guys have been here since day one. I am happy for that. You have not come here after we have been a success. You guys have been here with us. You're seeing us develop. So I promise you this show is going to be your #1 show when it comes to crypto and EOS. And as you know, as one of the most performant and technologically advanced blockchain, EOS Network DAO is a leading blockchain in development and scalability. And the core functionality of the EOS Network DAO is to provide block-based applications and governance in a way that is similar to web-based applications. So as I already told you that EOS blockchain is a third-generation technology. We looked at Web3 in our first show. I thoroughly discussed what Web3 is all about. So there is nothing new, you guys. The basics were given to you. And now for EOS to achieve these goals, EOS Support was created. And EOS Support aims to provide assistance with users. So I want to look at how EOS network is secured, and this was an article written by Roland. For those who don't know him, he's the CEO of EOS Support, EOS Respect, and this very show called the EOS Synergy. And just to let you know that you can find similar articles on the site, and that's eosupport.io. So EOS is built on a delegated proof of stake called Depose, a form of proof of stake. You guys who know crypto know what I'm talking about already. That gives you token holders governance power relative to their stake in the system. So the bigger your stake, the more power you have. That's proof of stake for you. So the EOS token is pro rata claim on access to the EOS network's resources, as well as pro rata claim on its governance rights. And as you should know this also, that the EOS network is a decentralized operating system governed by a DAO. In Depose, EOS tokens holders delegate their stake to elect representatives responsible for validating transactions. And one of the advantages is that this helps to eliminate consolidation, where smaller miners are pushed out by those with greater computing power and resources, you know. So let's look at the EOS tokenomics. But before we do that, I want to applaud each and every one of you who is here today. I appreciate your efforts. And guys, I just want to tell you this also, that this show is for you. Once you come to be and a guest on this show, you want to be interviewed by me, just send me DM. And also, if you want support on this show, just to be organized, send me those questions earlier. However, we can also have a chat. We're going to have an open mic where you guys are going to converse with me. But specifically, you should know EOS Support is here for you, and the site is eosupport.io, 24 hours regardless of where you come from. So let's look at the EOS stats. Now, EOS, the last time I checked, was at 1.08 USD. As you know, some of these figures change with time. So the 24-hour trading volume was 127,478,352 USD. The market cap being 1,176,766,592. The circulating supply being 1,092,809,756 exactly. And all this information is fetched from CoinGecko. You can go and check for yourself if these facts match what I'm saying. So the EOS metrics are very simple, guys. We have over 5,667,876 wallets in circulation so far, and the staked EOS is 13,053,472 EOS. That is the staked EOS. Now, the total number of EOS voters is 96,210 voters, totaling to 204,821,129, and that's 18% of the supply, guys. That's amazing numbers, you know. So the RAM usage currently is 61.5 GB out of 333.2 GB. That means we have a lot of RAM to use at the moment. So RAM price is 0.0190 EOS per KB. And so far we have used 5% of the CPU. CPU is currently trading at 0.001 EOS per MS per day. To explore more of the EOS metrics further, just visit the EOS Authority blockchain. And now Explorer. So what you're going to do, guys, I want to remind you this, that you can also go on YouTube, just converse with me, take something, I'll see it and reply. Now, we are going to have another session for the Twitter followers. We are going to engage with you. And kindly, I remind you, please, what you're going to do is, I'm going to have a session whereby we are going to talk, you know. Just have a chat with me, suggestions, ideas, and also make any opinion you feel like comfortable with sharing. Just be respectful, humble, and honest when you're making your opinions. So before the beginning of this show, if you saw the tweet, we talked of talking about the Antelope Coalition. You have seen this on the news. So many tweets have been talking about it. So today I want us to go in depth shortly about it. But just a reminder, guys, thank you for being here. You are the reason why we are here today. This is not my show alone, it's yours too. So I'm happy that you're all here. Thanks for the patience. And just to let you know that we are going to have a trivia giveaway today in EOS. And we also have another giveaway on Saturday. So guys, tighten your belts. So the Antelope Coalition is composed of 4 L1 chains, being Telos, EOS, UX Network, and Wax. So these are all working together to advance the common code base upon which they and multiple other chains, blockchains depend. So let's look at another very big topic today. So basically that's the Antelope Coalition, if you didn't know. So let's look at the Antelope IBC. So let's go in depth and dive into it. So after dedicated work from the builders across the Antelope ecosystem and much anticipation from the EOS community, Antelope IBC is fine and live on the EOS mainnet. And now you can find this information I'm just giving you right now on eosnetwork.com. So they have a blog there whereby you can read most of this stuff. So what is IBC? So this is a big question. You guys have been seeing tweets all over the Twitter handles of EOS commenting about IBC. Now, this is inter-blockchain communication, you know. We are beyond the level of tribalism. You know, you guys are used to belonging to one area of and concentrate there. Like blockchain has been so tribal for long. So with the coming of IBC, it's like we are forming a coalition or joining hands to push this. And this is the biggest achievement, I think, one of the biggest rather, EOS has done, because considering that we're in a bear market, this is one of the things that shows you that we are moving in the right path. So let me see what you guys are saying here. Hello, I'm from Russia. Very clear. You're saying go EOS. Yeah, indeed, go EOS. Welcome. This show is for everyone, regardless of where you come from. And I hope you can understand me, because right now I'm using English. And I hope my friends from Russia can really understand what I'm saying. I was talking about IBC. In a layman's understanding, we are making coalitions. We are making ties. We are trying to make friends in the system. So many consider it to be a holy grail of blockchain technology, but few fully understand what it is and the benefit it brings to the networks implementing it. So IBC, as I told you earlier on, is inter-blockchain communication. So a few people really understand the impact of inter-blockchain communication. So in its basic form, IBC is a way that two separate blockchains can communicate with each other, sharing information about their individual ledgers. As I told you, a blockchain has a public ledger and it's decentralized. So two separate blockchains can communicate and share information about the individual ledgers. That's a very big deal for us. So to put in another way, IBC allows anyone to prove to contracts on one blockchain that a particular contract action occurred on an entirely separate blockchain. That's amazing. So there are many reasons that a developer may want to utilize this technology. If you're a developer out there, please, this is for you. So the most obvious being a bridge to move tokens such as cryptocurrencies or NFTs from one blockchain to another. So however, there are plenty of additional use cases that could be undertaken with this tool. And for example, an application may want to leverage the governance utility of a token across multiple blockchains, or a GameFi project may need to route transactions to a separate network for scaling purposes. And one of the outstanding game changers with IBC, let me first look at your comments, guys. Great English. I wish I can speak English like yours. Thanks for the feedback. That means a lot. Now, one of the game changers is improving DeFi with IBC. So there are many benefits that IBC brings to the current DeFi landscape on EOS and Antelope chains alike. Users will now be able to easily move assets between Antelope networks and take advantage of the various staking opportunities. And this lines up perfectly with the ongoing Yield Plus initiative, with which is designed to build economic activity on EOS through incentivizing DeFi apps that increase total valued locked, that is TVL, and generate yield accordingly. So more details on the current staking platforms engaged in this initiative can be found on yield.io. And IBC also makes it possible for other Antelope-powered blockchains to take advantage of the EOS version of USDT. Now, as you recall, Binance shortly integrated EOS USDT. This is one of the biggest announcements this year, towards the end of this year. So with this in mind, EOS USDT will serve as a much more secure USDT on ramp than traditional bridges for users across the Antelope ecosystem. And once again, guys, you can also join me on YouTube and we have a conversation. So one other thing I want to mention today, I promised to talk about it, is the EOS AVM. This is the Ethereum virtual machine, and I just want to welcome you to the world of EOS AVM. And this is the revolutionary technology that is changing the way we think about blockchain. And now, EOS AVM, or the Ethereum virtual machine on EOSio, is a game changer for real, and in the world of decentralized applications and smart contracts. So EOS AVM allows developers to build and run Ethereum compatible smart contracts on the EOSio blockchain. So that's a very big game changer. And this means that developers can leverage their power and scalability of the EOSio while still using the familiar Solidity programming language and development tools of the Ethereum. And this technology has the potential to bring about a new era of decentralized apps, from gaming and social media to financial services and beyond. Now, I believe you guys understand the basics of Web3 blockchain and decentralizations, because these are the things we covered at the beginning, at the initial stages of this show, the first and previous shows we had. So we talked about these basics. So EOS AVMs enables developers to create fast, secure, and decentralized applications that can handle millions of transactions per second. So the EOSio blockchain is known for its high performance, and thanks to its use of delegated proof of stake consensus mechanism. I talked about this earlier. This allows for faster and more efficient transactions, which is crucial for decentralized apps that require real-time interaction. So the team behind EOS AVM is dedicated to making technology accessible to its developers everywhere, and they provide a variety of resources and tools to help developers get started, including tutorials, documentation, and community support. So the future of decentralized applications is bright as I speak, And EOS AVMs is the forefront of this revolution with its combination of performance, security, and compatibility. And it's no wonder that more developers are turning to EOS AVM and to build the decentralized apps of tomorrow. So guys, let me see in the chat section. You're saying great summary. Thank you. That's from Bishop. So from here we are going to look at the EOS news and tutorials that actually not tutorials per se, but I made illustrations, for you guys when it comes to EOS support. I will just show you a bit of it when I get there. Now, let me go to the EOS news and then we proceed. Thank you for being here once again. And basically today in the news, we have very important things. We have EOS Respect. We have so many news concerning the AVMs that I've talked about. We have illustrations on how to use the EOS support. Let me see. You guys keep the comments coming. I can read them here. So we shall look at so much today, and I hope you guys are enjoying the show so far. Then the last part shall be the trivia, where you guys get a chance to win some EOS, and you win the questions, you get the EOS. So let's go and look at the news. Welcome back to the EOS Synergy Show, guys. We are now at the news section. Now today in the news, we have very, very, very good information today about EOS Respect. We carried out another election. So for those who don't know EOS Respect, EOS Respect is a community, and what you should know is that it has a support of squads that coordinate to identify their respected members and build consensus and reward projects with the pooled funds from the elected delegates. So let's look at the delegates today that managed to go through. And today we have chief delegates, the first one being, let me zoom in a bit so that I do not disorganize the camera. Yes, now there is Kurikok. This name is hard, guys. It's a Russian name, but let me try. Chirochikin Evigin. Wow, I've tried, guys, but you can call him Evigin, I guess. And myself, I was among the elected chief delegates. I'm called Haza. So I'm the host of this very show you're watching today. And my brother called him Palani also was among the chief delegates. And then Nicholas Devon. He is part of the EOS Bees team. He's a builder bee on the EOS Bees. And then Tranten Tuk is also part of the EOS Bees. So guys, please, if I mention your names not the way they're supposed to, you should understand I'm using a different dialect from the one your names are written in. So our head chief is none other than the one and only Victor Vicente Palani. He has been in the game since 2018, and these are the OGs of the EOS blockchain. Big man right there. We appreciate the efforts you have put in to build the network. He started with the EOS Bees. Here we are right now. So I want us to look at one of the important news shared 2 days back, or is it yesterday? I think 2 days back by Crypto Daily. He's talking about, or they're talking about the EOS blockchain making Web3 waves on the comeback trail. Yes, with the information I shared earlier on EVMs and Antelope Coalition, you can see that indeed we are on the comeback trail from the bear market. So this is a good article for you to read from Crypto Daily. Now, one of the outstanding things I saw about this article, they were talking about, let me zoom in a little bit, guys, so that I can read for you one of the outstanding. They are saying that IBC, I talked about IBC earlier on. So this on this news article is saying that IBC, a blockchain bridge killer, indeed. So we have been having a tribal system in blockchain whereby we belong to specific blockchains, and we don't regard the others. So IBC is a interblockchain communication, and that represents another notable coup for EOS. So this one called it a coup. Nice, I call it a coalition. So they say that considered by many to be the holy grail of the blockchain, indeed, and IBC lets two separate blockchains communicate with each other sharing data about the individual ledgers, as I said, and thus permitting the transfer of tokens from one another. So I will not repeat to read all of this, but as you can see, IBC is a big game changer. Earlier on today, let me go on to the next topic. So earlier on today, I tried to access the EOS support page. So this is what I was talking about earlier on. If you're stranded and you have hardship using anything concerning EOS, just go to the site called eosupport.io. So I want to try out and illustrate to you how you can use this system. So just to show you, I've ever used it before. Just go on the site, create a ticket. So they tell you here, send us a message, search for help. So I want to send them a message. Yes, for sure. What can I ask them? Let me tell them something simple. Please enter email address. Seriously? Okay. Hazahar K at gmail.com. I'll be moving in and out of the camera to do some of these things. So guys, I want to illustrate how the EOS support works. I wish I stayed anonymous. Come on, Hazard. My name is Hazard. They're asking for my name. How I wish I stayed anonymous, because now it takes a bit longer. So they're saying be patient as one of the support team gets back to me. Let's wait and see. Will it take more than a minute? Is it just a minute? And so guys, and one other thing before we go on, I already know how they're going to help me, but I want one of you to send me an EOS account in the chat. We use it for illustration purposes. Don't worry. Send me. We shall use it to show you how you can power up your account for free. Just send in the chat section. I don't know if I can see that. Someone is already here to assist me. So it does not take long to get assistance from the EOS support. And also, by the way, follow them on Twitter. We have the EOS support in all 9 languages on Twitter. So yes, my name is Haza. Please help me. I need help. I'm just messing around. So I want to tell him that I need help when it comes to creation. Sorry, not creation, powering up. I need to power up my account. I am stranded. Sorry about that typo. Stranded. I need to power up my account. So he's going to the typo. I hope he understands. Let me try to make it clear. So guys, what I'm doing right now can be done by any one of you. Just go and create a ticket like I've done, and then you ask for help. They act so fast. Actually, even if I stayed anonymous, you have an option not to reveal your identity. So let me see if he yeah, he's typing. Yeah, come on, Marcus. He's typing. So guys, on Twitter, if you feel bored on Twitter, please come and see what we are doing on YouTube. I'm trying to engage with the EOS support team and show you how we are working. So as you can see, I feel like EOS support is a gem because as you can see, blockchain is decentralized. By the time a community can come out with a support team is a big deal to me. So they're saying no worries, Hazard, just visit the eospowerup.io for free and enter your EOS account. So guys, quickly, can any one of you give me an account to power on? Should I wait? I need just an account very fast. Anyways, let me use a random account. Let me see. Let me use mine actually. Just type in your account here. Let me use one of my accounts. Haru Blood. Let me use that account to power up. So this is what you do. You power up once. Let's see what they're going to say. I'm trying to power up my account. This is just for illustration purposes, guys. So some of you don't know that these things exist. So I want to show you how special EOS network is. So you don't need to worry about gas fees. Now, I'm trying to buy resources on the EOS network. So you can only do it twice. And the third time, You see, they're saying that the free quota has been reached, so you have to wait 24 hours to again do this. So thank you, and thank you so much, Marcus, for the assistance. I will just say thank you, and maybe I'll close the ticket. Thank you, Marcus. Yes, thank you. Let's go on. As you have now seen, you can power up your account on the for free on that site, eospowerup.io. You can get assistance from the support team, as you've seen I've illustrated there. Now, the next thing I wanted to show you that if you want to confirm if you've powered up, there's something called blocks.io, as you're seeing on the screen. So just put your account, they will show you the transaction. As I told you, this is an open ledger, that's blockchain for you. Come on, I want to put an EOS account. So just put the account you want to check if it has been powered. Oh, why is it something is wrong? Let me just copy it from here and paste it, because my keyboard is causing me issues. And once again, shout out to everyone on Twitter. Yeah, it's here. Oh, it's automatic, because before even you complete your EOS account, they already know that it's the one, and they will automatically show it to you. So I have powered up the account, and as you can see, it has been powered. As you can see, respect.gm. So this is for the participation in the EOS respect. Sorry. So yeah, EOS power up is right here. EOS power up.io. So they are showing you that I've powered up my account. Now I can move on with the transactions. Now we are going to look at the last section of today's on the news that have been running on Twitter. Thanks everyone who has been with me during the illustration. And now let's look at the famous tweets today. What blogs have been making noise on Twitter. I want to show you one of the most prominent EOS Twitter accounts that we have. So guys, big shout out to everyone on Twitter at the back there, and you can join me on YouTube to see some of these things. So guys, big up EOS Support once again. Great work, you guys are doing a great job back there. So I want to show you something small, and let me try to zoom out a bit because it was too much. So guys, there's what they call lists. I made a list of the most prominent Twitter handles on running EOS content. So let me try to, yeah, the lists are here. So we shall have the last session here that shall be trivia for you guys to win some EOS. And thanks everyone for being here. Indeed, you're not wasting your time. We are trying to learn, and also as we earn, as you'll see, you'll earn some EOS through trivia. So I hope your knowledge of EOS. So make sure you have not forgotten anything I've talked about today, because some of the questions I've on the trivia have been discussed here. So one of the most prominent accounts actually is EOS Biz. It has shared so much content. And another account is Eden Chief Delegates. You can follow it for the news concerning EOS, because part of the trivia questions are mostly 90% are the news surrounding EOS. So when you follow these accounts, you will get a chance to pass the trivia more easily. Now, here's the big man right here, Rando. Yeah, Rando, if you don't know Rando, by the way, he is CEO of EOS Respect, EOS Support, and this Synergy Show. Please follow him. I'll just tap on him shortly so that I can show you. He's here. This is his account. So you guys, please, you can follow him for EOS rated content. He also shares a lot of content that is brainstorming, and there he is. So another account you guys shouldn't miss out is EOS Respect, as I already told you. This is a big community on EOS. Marcus is right here. He was part of the support agent. Actually, he's a support agent that has helped me just recently. He's the one here. He has shared out of content on EOS. Please follow him right there. And then there is the EOS DAO News. Very good content shared by the EOS DAO News. It's being run by Dario. Thanks, Dario, for the good work. There is Helios. You can also follow Helios back there. There is EOS Biz. The first EOS Biz page was for UG. Yeah, it's a UG community. Now, this is the EOS Biz official EOS Biz for the entire EOS Biz community. There is Charles D. Bishop. You shouldn't miss him because he's the host of the giveaway show. And trust me, his content gives you hints on most of the trivias we put here. So also, don't forget to follow the EOS Network DAO support department and the EOS Senage. EOS Eden on EOS is here. EOS Nigeria, big up the big man himself of the Nigerian community. Then that's Willow. Yeah, that's Willow for you. So there's the EOS Network Foundation, and by Wire News, EOS Nation, EOS Go. There is Jesse Jeffroy, and that's the CEO of the EOS Biz. And then the EOS show, and also never forget Chris Barnes. To the Moon right here. To the Moon has out of content actually. He has shared so much content concerning EOS. And then the man himself, Yves Lara Rose.